From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the Lunch Hour News Blast. LGBTQ Nation is reporting members of school districts and school boards in Long Island and Schenectady, New York, sued Attorney General Letitia James and other state officials on Tuesday, claiming that their guidance protecting transgender students from bullying and harassment censors free speech. The lawsuit filed by the anti-trans conservative Southeastern Legal Foundation, or SLF, is over a May 8th letter from both James and State Education Commissioner Betty Rosa, telling school boards not to make or encourage comments that misgender trans students, suggest that their identities are illegitimate, or imply that their inclusion in school activities and facilities harms other students. The letter noted that state law requires trans access to school facilities, forbids discrimination based on gender identity, and requires government school officials to protect all students from discrimination, harassment, bullying, taunting, and intimidation. Comments and conduct that violate students' privacy rights or create a hostile school environment harm children, sow discord in communities, and expose school districts to costly litigation, the letter stated. Purely ideological statements made during board meeting public comment periods opposing students' rights under New York law are unproductive, and they are a diversion from board's important work and can harm children who unwillingly find themselves scrutinized, harassed, or stigmatized by school community members, the letter added. Board members have a duty to conduct meetings in a manner that respects the dignity of all students, it continued. Board members may be removed from office when they willfully neglect their duty or violate legal protections for students within their districts. The letter also noted that board members can respect free speech rights while also implementing reasonable viewpoint-neutral rules governing the content of speech that prohibit comments that could have discriminatory, harassing, or bullying effects. The lawsuit says guidance forces school communities to self-censor and shut down parent speech that advocates for their core values and for children's privacy, safety, and opportunity. Letitia James's policies that say students cannot speak at their own school board meetings about the stress and problematic policies around accommodating trans athletes are anti-American and anti-constitutional. SLF President Kim Herman said in a statement, more like Karen. Letitia James' policies that say school board members in New York can be removed from office just for using the biologically correct pronoun for a trans student are not only repressive, but blatantly disregard the value of free speech for the citizens she represents, except, Karen is a transphobe and a bigot. A 2025 Trevor Project study found that trans, non-binary, and gender-questioning youth self-reported higher levels of depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation following the recent increase in anti-trans political speech and policies, which is exactly what Kim Herman did. 2023 project study from the Trevor Foundation found that 64% of trans and non-binary young people reported feeling discriminated against in the past year due to their sexual orientation or gender identity. Additionally, 27% of trans and non-binary young people reported being physically threatened or harmed in the past year due to their sexual orientation or gender identity, respectively. Now listen, if this story affected you, just know you are not alone. The Trans Lifeline hotline offers support to trans and non-binary people struggling with mental health from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Call 1-877-565-8860 to be connected to a trans or non-binary peer operator and receive full-on anonymity and confidentiality. The Trevor Project Lifeline for LGBTQ plus youth ages 24 and younger can be reached at 866-488-7386, and that number is on the Pennsylvania Equality Project's homepage. That's a news blast for this hour. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.